Hey everybody, you know it, Jiggin Jerry here. Yep, that's right, I am headed to North Carolina, up in the mountains, the Smoky Mountains, matter of fact. And where is my destination? Well, of course, as usual, it is Yogi in the Smokies. I'm gonna go camping here. I try to do it once every year. They have about everything you need for a great camping vacation, including fishing out here on the Cherokee Reservation. So I'm gonna head up on into their ranger station here so I can get checked in, get some fishing permits, because I am excited to get this fishing trip started. And of course, right after checking in, one of the first things I did was I went and walked around. I wanted to see how many other people were already fishing on the river, what kind of critters were running around, and the sun coming in and out and raining here and there. I wanted to see what was going on. And despite the rain, there were gentlemen out there fishing and successfully catching trout. Now that is a happy fisherman. Look at that smile. Can't beat that smile after landing a fish. And it's always great to see a family enjoying the outdoors out here on the water out here at Yogi and the Smokies. And look at this. The boy's got a hookup and he's landing himself a real nice trout. And Dad did the netting for him. Fantastic. And look at this lady here, as happy as can be, smiling. I think her face is gonna crack. Of course, I would be smiling that big too if I had that many fish on a stringer. Well, I'm jealous. I better get started. People are having a great time and I'm missing out. Oh, hey, good morning, guys. Yep, I'm getting myself ready to get out there on the river. I'm out here at Yogi and the Smokies, of course, in Cherokee, North Carolina, getting ready to do some trout fishing on their river. Got my gear bag for my trout, got my landing net. A lot of people ask me, Jerry, they say, what kind of rods do you use while you're out here? Do you fly fish? Well, the answer is yes, I fly fish. And a lot of people fly fish out here. I usually fly fish in the evenings, just before dusk, when there's a hatch and the trout come up to the top of the water to feed. I'll flip a fly rod around, but a lot of times, and most of the time, I use rods like this here. Now this is a custom rod that built for Cherokee. It's a 7-foot ultralight. Bought all the parts from Mud Hole, and this reel here is a fantastic reel. Can't get it anymore. This is an old Quantum 10 Catalyst with a special bearing kit in it. I've had it for years, works fantastic. But I'm always looking and I'm always interested in rods that are great for techniques like this, because I like a longer ultralight rod or a light action rod for this type of fishing, because I love to use spinners. I love to use artificial little wiggler worms and stuff like that. And of course, I want to be able to change up and throw like live night crawlers and stuff in there during the day. Because during the day, a lot of those trout like to stay down low to the bottom in some of these deeper swells. And, with a fly rod, unless you're using streamers, the trout don't come way up to the top of the water a lot during the day. So I try to get down there deep. And as you can see, it's cloudy out here. They're expecting rain. I fish out here a lot, well, at least once a year, and it's always raining in this area. And after a good rain, and it washes all those insects into the river, and especially worms. And night crawlers get washed down, and that's what those fish are looking for. So a lot of times, especially if it's rained upriver or over the top of the mountain and that water starts to pick up speed, I like to put on small pieces of live night crawler. Anyway, so a rod like this, there's a company called Cadence, okay? And I looked at some of their gear here, and they had this fantastic reel. It's a 1000, and it's just fantastic. It's a CS10, and it's really, really light. So I decided to use it, give it a try, and I put some 6-pound test on here. I'm going to try it with the 6 before I go to the 4. I'm going to fish a lot of heavy rocks today, so I want to be able to pull my line out of there. And they have this rod, okay? It's a CR7, which paired up really good. The quality is really fantastic. It's made out of 40-ton graphite. It's just about 7 foot. It's 6'10". So I like a 7, but 6'10's right in there. It's got a great balance to it, as you can see. So I'm going to give it a try. I want to see how this thing works out here on this river today, and of course the rest of this week. And hopefully she holds up really good and is very sensitive. So, hey, I better get busy. All this talking and I'm not fishing. I'll catch y'all later. Battle. Tell you what, trying out this new cadence rod, I think she got her work out. So do these trees. Whew. Pretty fish. Look at that bad boy. Nice. Good jumps too. All right, good start of a good day. Looks like you got a real good one and I got a good one. Oh. He get off on you? Well, he had a good one. But I got a good one too, so I better get him in, huh? All right, guys. Over here at Yogi and the Smokies, Cherokee, North Carolina. Yogi's did not disappoint me like it never does. As you can see, I did pretty good. Got a great amount of fish. You know, I tested that Cadence rod and reel combo. Did fantastic. Absolutely enjoyed it. It caught all of these. Great sensitivity. Really smooth 10-ball bearings. I'm telling you, I mean, I am just absolutely CR7 rod. You know, it's a CS10 reel. It's just fantastic. It did great. So out here in Cherokee, you know, it rained last night. So, you know, it really made the trout active this morning. That little bit of overcast we have today, and they were really on the worm a lot. All of these were caught on night crawler. I did not use any artificials today. I did try the other day when I first got here. I tried some spinners on this rod and it worked fantastic as well, but it really showed its capabilities out here on this river with these fish today. So I'm kind of tired, and I think I'm ready to get a nice cup of coffee, relax, and I'm allowed 3 more of these guys, so I'm going to wait till it gets a little later. I'm going to head on out and get my other 3, and hopefully I get a real massive fish. But I tell you, these fish are not small. I might have to get a bigger size bag for them because they were really heavy around my neck. I wish I had somebody to carry them. Anyway, later. That's why they call it the Smoky Mountains. Now let's catch some fish. You know, while I'm just standing here in this river, sometimes I catch myself daydreaming. Looking down the river, sort of like in a trance. Thinking about all the beautiful things I've seen the week that I'm out here. And every year seems to be something different, something more amazing every time. And if I could share my daydream with you, I think this is what it would look like. You know, and that is what Cherokee is all about. Anyway, you know, I like to use spinners every now and then too, and this Panther Martin right here is one of my favorites. And you can see how fast these spinners work in this water if used correctly. And there it is. He just could not resist that gold spinner. Fantastic. Now this gentleman here, his name is Bill. And Bill is the manager out here at Yogi and the Smokies on the Cherokee Indian Reservation. Now, if you have any questions about Yogi's, Bill is the man to ask. He knows everything about this campground. And you never know. He might just cough up a little bit of his secrets out here about his trout fishing. Nice fish there, Bill. Well, all right. I hope you enjoyed the show. This year's 2018 trip to Cherokee, North Carolina, camping out at Yogi in the Smokies and having a great time trout fishing. Well, as we watch Bill finish up here with another trout, if you are interested in camping out at Yogi in the Smokies in Cherokee, North Carolina, here is the information you need to go ahead and set up your own little trip and have a great time. To all my fans out there, thanks for watching. For those of you watching for the first time, don't forget, look down. There is a subscribe button. It only lets you know when I have more shows available. And like I always say, good luck out there and have fun fishing. Take care.
Guys, we're going to bring out Cherokee, and he's going to show you our oldest dance known to us natives. Whenever our ancestors was dancing around the fire, the Spanish, the Europeans, when they met them, the ancestors was telling a story about their hunt or their battle. So this is what Cherokee is going to do. He's going to demonstrate his hunt or battle through his dance. That's why we call it the storytelling dance. All right, Cherokee. He's going to look for tracks of the enemy, tracks of the prey. We join us.